Good morning, everyone. This is Jeana at Art of Skincare, and I'm bringing you a live conversation today about fillers, both injectable fillers and topical fillers, and how they work together. And we're going to touch base a bit on Botox, injecting Botox and using a topical Botox, and what kind of results can you expect with those. So I am going to do a live demonstration for you today because it's just more interesting, more fun, as we talk about the products that we're using. The first product that we're going to be talking about is Caviplla. This is from the Hop company, or Tove, and Caviplla contains a substance called PLLA. That's polylactic acid. Now, if any of you have ever had injections of fillers with Sculptra, that is polylactic acid. So you can inject that PLLA into the skin to create a filling effect, and that Sculptra also stimulates collagen production. Or if you're doing that, you can also support your skin by using the PLLA on the surface to give you plumpness and filling on the surface. So what happens when we get an injection of filler? First of all, it goes in and it plumps from that inside out, right? So you have this little layer underneath there, which can be fine. You can build up cheekbones, things like that. But what happens is it also causes some inflammation in the skin. And when the body hits inflammation, that tends to create oxidative stress and inflammation. So when we have stress and inflammation going on in the skin, it's also anti-aging. It actually causes aging. So inflammation can be very negative when we're trying to work on being healthy and having more youthful, younger skin. So one thing that people notice when they're getting fillers is, or you may have noticed when you're getting fillers, is that yes, you get that plumpness from the underneath, but the skin on top can tend to look more saggy with time because of that inflammation from the injections. That you could have the filler in here, but the skin is just has that texture weakening, that breaking down on the surface skin. So maybe, yes, you've got this nice plumpness underneath, but then you've got this surface skin that's kind of sagging. And traditionally what most people do then is get really harsh with their acids or their tretinoin, retinols, and things like that. And that tends to give the skin this really shiny, over exfoliated look. Thank you, Ben. It has this effect of making the skin look really shiny, which at one time we all thought was really great. We wanted this really shiny, over-exfoliated look on our skin. But what we've learned is that when you over-exfoliate that way, you're causing inflammation. And when you cause inflammation, the skin swells, you can hardly see the pores or the texture of the lines, but in the long term, it's causing DNA damage and oxidation and stress in the cells, and it's going to age you. So my goal is to create plump, healthy fat pads, collagen pad, and topical skin so that you have that glass effect because your skin is so healthy and not because you're adding all these acids and other things on top of it to give it that kind of fake glass skin look. So we're going after the real thing so that we have health from the inside out. Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you guys how to use Caviplla. Caviplla has that amazing PLLA in it. It's going to go down through the hair follicle, plumps up the skin, increases collagen production. It has volufiline in it, so it's going to go into that follicle and interact with your adipocytes. So it's going to help you to create more healthy, uniformly sized adipocytes, which are your fat cells. When your fat cells get too large, they tend to inhibit collagen production and they get lumpy and lazy and it's blah. So what we want to have is lots of adipocytes, lots of small, healthy fat cells. When that happens, then we have more healthy collagen production. So we've got growth factors in here, stem cell cytokines, we've got some peptides in here, the PLLA and the volufiline, which is just amazing. This is my #1 go-to product when I'm helping somebody who has more progressed aging, has those more permanent, deeper lines and folds on the skin. This is that product that I grab. This also has an oxygenating element to it. When you put it on, it likes to foam up, and that oxygenation helps to drive it into the pore of the skin. So the skin has to be really well cleansed and prepped. If you've got clogged pores or your skin's not well cleansed, the Caviplla won't foam up and it won't do its work. So I'm going to take you real quick through a quick cleansing routine. I'm using Dr. Estee Moisture Cleansing Gel. This is the best cleansing gel to use with your Caviplla. I'm getting just a little bit of water on one hand and I make it foam up, and then I massage my skin. Now I'm going to massage my face for 2 solid minutes. This is really going to increase my blood circulation. It's going to break through that water barrier so that my skin can absorb more moisture and rehydrate. And it's going to allow my Caviplla to work. This kind of massage is also going to help drain lymphatics, reduce puffiness, increase blood flow, all kinds of great things. So if you're not doing a 2-minute cleanse in the morning, start doing it. Super important and makes a big difference. I get so many people who write into me because it's made such a big difference for their skin to do this 2-minute cleanse on their face. I'm gonna do some little circles, get around my lips, sides of my nose. I like to use my knuckles. Get in here with my knuckles. And I even go around my eyes with my knuckles. Up and down on the forehead. Just get creative. Find what feels good. I carry a lot of tension right here because I'm a big squinter. I smile a lot too. So I get a lot of tension in this area of my face. I can help release that tension with some movements through here, this area, eyebrows, mouth, knuckles on the lips. Really great. Okay, now I'm going to grab a Clean Skin Club wipe and get it wet. And when I wash at the sink, I don't like splashing water everywhere. I hate it. In fact, I'm kind of like a cat in that way. So I love these Clean Skin Club wipes. That's what the box looks like. These are biodegradable, and I just get it wet and I use that to remove the cleanser on my face. I think I wash my face with you guys on film probably once every other week at least. This is such an important part of cleansing. So I hope you guys don't get tired of watching me wash my face. But I just want to really emphasize what an important step this is, especially when you're using high quality serums and things like this, that you want to be able to penetrate and do their job. You don't want them just sitting on top of the skin. And we want our skin to be really plump and moist. And absolutely, cleansing with a good cleansing gel is your #1 way to rehydrate the skin. Then we put on other things that add hydration and help to hold that water in the skin so we don't have transepidermal water loss. Next step here I'm going to do is a Hevatox pad. The Hevatox pad has some gentle acids in it, PHA and AHA, and this is part of maintaining those healthy pores. If your pores are getting too congested, these products can't get through and do their work. So I use these Hevatox pads probably twice a week. They have 2 sides. There's a rough side which you use first. This is really good to help with retexturizing the skin. It's also very good for helping to lift hyperpigmentation from the skin, get around the pores, the lips. We want to retexturize those lips. And then I flip it over and I use the soft side and just buff it and press the rest of the ingredients down into the skin. These are pretty gentle. I find that most everybody can use them. Some people can use them more often and some people less often. So there's some people that will use these once a day, every day, and it won't be any problem. Okay, now my skin is nice and prepped and it's ready to accept all the good stuff that I want to put on today. So we're starting with the Caviplla. As I said, this has got that polylactic acid in it, which is used to do injectable fillers. And it's going to be a filler that seeps in through the hair follicle, stimulates adipocytes, which is your fat cell renewal, as well as collagen production. I'm going to use about 3 pumps. Gently wipe it on my skin. And I'm going to just give it a minute or two to foam up. See how we're getting that nice foam? That's because I did such a good cleanse. Good job. But I have had times where I've done this and it doesn't foam. And I know it's because I used a cream cleanser or I was just really lazy with my cleansing and then it just doesn't work. Now I'm going to use the Time Master Pro. I'm going to turn on this Time Master Pro on the lowest setting. This is an ultrasound and EMS device. It's also LED. And so this is all about stimulating collagen production as well. And the ultrasound in it is going to help drive this Caviplla down into my skin. The TMP is your ultimate plumping device. Really plumps the skin. Now you might notice I'm trying with the Caviplla to stay pretty well away from the eye area. Unless you have sunken eyes, you've got a lot of fat pad loss around the eyes. In general, Caviplla has too much PLLA for the eye area and it's going to make the eyes puffy. So instead, we have for the eyes the Promoter Repair eye and lip cream. And this has a more acceptable amount of PLLA, works really well in and around the eye area. It also has that volufiline, so it's going to help with fat pad loss as well. I am working this into my nose, over the lips. Whoops, hit the button, now it's flashing. That's okay for my neck. I generally don't like flashing around my eyes. It gives me a bit of a headache, so I'm going to turn off the flash. You can do red. Red is that anti-inflammatory, super healthy aging color. So we can do that. What's our next color on here? Button. Green. Green is for hyperpigmentation, so I can come in here and hit these hyperpigmentation areas. And I'm starting to lose slip now. And then there's blue. Blue is for balancing oil production. I'm going to turn it off now. Once you run out of slip, you want to stop using your device unless you want to put on a little bit of the stem cell mist or some conductive gel, the Promoter Collagen Gel. Then you can keep going and do a longer treatment. However, I find that just doing this device for that 1 or 2 minutes it takes to get my Caviplla into the skin is all I need. And then I can do it every day. If you're using the Time Master Pro and you want to do a 5 or 10 minute treatment, then you should space those out and have 24 hours in between treatments. But when you're doing a nice short treatment like I just did, it's very nice and easy just to do it every day. And it's kind of like using your toothbrush so you don't forget and you actually do it, which is really important for me. The next exciting product that I want to show you is more in that line of Botox or topical Botox. So of course this is not injected into the skin, so it's not going to, see where I can go here, it's not going to stop me from being able to do that. However, what the Hevatox Gold Ampoule does do is it has peptides in it that help release those surface muscles so there's less tension lines around the face, and then it also has 24-karat gold, which is going to be anti-inflammatory and help to prevent that collagen damage from inflammation and stress. And it really helps. I discovered this the other day. I used to only use like a quarter of about that much of this stuff every day, and Celine used it on me last week, and she used an entire dropper full, and I saw such a difference. I thought, oh my gosh, this stuff is even better than I realized. So now I've started using a bit more. So I'm going to apply this now, and this really helps to soften those lines on the forehead like nothing else. You will be amazed. It works on the crow's feet, the lines around the mouth, anywhere that you have deepening lines or expression lines. This Ampoule goes to work. Now I'm going to drive it in even deeper, and you can do this Ampoule every day, but when you really want to drive it in, you can use the Skin Wand Pro. Skin Wand Pro is a needleless micro needling device. It has 3 settings. I'm going to use it on the middle setting, which is green, and I'm going to use it to drive the 24 karat gold serum into my skin, especially into those lines. Because with 24 karat gold serum, you really want to keep massaging it and working it into the skin until all the little gold flakes disappear. On really sensitive areas, like if you're getting right around that eye area, you can put it on the blue setting, which is the first setting. It's much more gentle. What you don't want to do is use it on the 3rd setting, on the red setting when you're doing this. The red setting is for peeling or exfoliating the skin. And we're not about exfoliating the skin with this treatment. With this treatment, we're about driving that 24 karat gold serum into the skin. So we get that topical Botox effect of softening the lines and expression lines and deepening lines around the face. Now, let's talk about this. So if you want to use Caviplla like a filler, it is going to plump and have that skin have a nice, healthier fat pad, collagen pad, and all over you're going to experience better skin density. However, it is never going to give you a cheekbone pad that you've never had before. That's when you're going to have to go in and get an injection to do something like that, or the lips. It's never going to give you that completely puffed up, lifted up lip that you've never had before. But what it is going to do is increase your natural fat pad, your natural collagen layer, so that you have more dense skin. And so your skin looks like you, only better. So if you do get fillers, this is a perfect thing for you to use with your fillers, because it's going to be anti-inflammatory, and it's also going to work on the density of your skin all over, so your skin is healthier all over. Okay, I've got my Promoter Repair Moisturizer for the eyes. This has got the volufiline in it as well. And I'm going to take it, and I love this little tip. It's nice and cool, so it reduces any kind of puffiness. And I'm applying this right on the orbital bone around the eyes. Oh, and also right all the way up through my brows, because I have droopy eyelids, so I want to really firm all of this area up here. So this can also be used on the lips. So let's come in here. I'm going to use it on my lip area. Grabbing my Promoter Repair Moisturizer. My Promoter Repair Moisturizer also has the polylactic acid in it, the PLLA. It's got snail mucin in it, which I love. It is my very favorite moisturizer at all of Artist Skincare. I even have my acne clients who are older using this. We use the acne formula. I don't have acne, but I like the weight of the Acne Stay formula, so that's the one that I use. We had Hop made this formula especially for us, and we're so thankful for that. It's like my own custom moisturizer preparation from Hop, and it's really wonderful. The next thing I'm going to grab is my all mineral sunscreen. This is also from Hop, and it also has polylactic acid in it. So this comes in a large tube that I use in the summertime, and this I even put it on my body, my chest, everywhere, because I like that polylactic acid to be everywhere on my body so that I have better skin density everywhere. So I'm putting on my sunscreen. And now I am good. I am ready to put on my foundation. and ready to finish getting ready for the day. But I put all these great things on my skin that are giving me that topical filler effect, which is that nice plumping, immediate look and feel that lasts all day. And it's also having a cumulative effect. So the more I use it, the more it's going to build up and the more results I'm going to see. If you're not using the devices, just do all that really good massage. When the Caviplla foams up, just keep massaging and massaging until all the foam is gone. When you put on your Hevatox, just keep massaging. And also, guys, if you're in a hurry, you can mix your Hevatox with your Promoter Collagen Moisturizer, and then you just massage them both in, and you just keep massaging till all the little gold flakes have been broken up and dissolved onto the skin. It's been a really fun show, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, and I can't wait to talk about hyperpigmentation with you guys, because that topic was up today. All right, take care, and we'll see you again soon.